So I have some white popcorn in the pan with some olive oil, and I am going to pop it on about 6 as far as the temperature. With these Viking pots and pans, you don't want to go very hot, but it will be hot enough to pop the popcorn. I'm trying to pop about 10 cups of popcorn to make our caramel popcorn. And your ingredients: 1 cup of butter, and you can use a plant-based butter if you'd like, some dark corn syrup, vanilla, and let's see, you're going to need some baking soda, some salt, and then some brown sugar. So I have all my ingredients right here, and then I'm going to do a little bit different and add some semi-sweet chocolate chips. These are free from 8 major food allergens. I am lactose intolerant, so I am going to use this on some of the caramel corn and drizzle some chocolate on it. I wanted to add some peanuts, but I didn't have any peanuts at the house. So if you want to add peanuts to yours, it will taste wonderful. And tonight is movie night, so I'm going to have this ready to go before we have our movie tonight. Okay, so our popcorn is popping. In the meanwhile, I am melting 1 cup of butter. And I'm going to add in about 1.5 cups of brown sugar. We'll just dump that right in there. Go ahead and stir that. And I'm going to bring this to a boil. So our popcorn is almost done. Just about done popping. I'm stirring our butter and brown sugar mixture. I'm going to add 1/2 cup of dark corn syrup to it. And about 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Add in here. Stir that in. And I'm not going to add the baking soda and the vanilla till after it starts to cool. And this should have produced, we're not quite 10 cups of popcorn. You can always make a little bit more, but you want to make about 10 cups. And I actually do kind of measure it out. I have my handy Tupperware popcorn. Well, it uses a popcorn bowl, but I've had this for so many years. I'm going to measure out and see if I have 10 cups. Oh, that smells yummy. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. I'm pretty sure we're going to have 10, maybe more. 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. Now, I may want to add a little more than 10. We'll just have to see how gooey I want the popcorn to be. So delicious. We'll bring this to a boil. In the meantime, we're going to get a long pan and line it with parchment paper. So my butter mixture has been boiling. So I'm getting ready to turn the heat off on it. I did go ahead and add 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and I'm going to stir in some baking soda, half a teaspoon right now. And we're going to take this mixture and we're going to pour it on top of the popcorn. Go ahead and take that off the heat for a second. Now, as I said before, you might want to add some more popcorn if this is too sticky for you, but I'm just going to pour it right on top of the popcorn. And I'm going to stir this all together. Better view there. You want to make sure that you coat all the popcorn really well. I have a ferocious puppy on the floor with my big dogs, and so you may hear her every once in a while growling. She's trying to get the big dogs to play with her. They're all toy poodles. Okay, and I'm going to add a little more popcorn. Stir that in. Now my oven has been preheating to 250 degrees. You're going to want to place this on the parchment paper and bake it in the oven for 1 hour at 250 and turning it every 15 minutes. This is pretty coated, pretty sticky. So I'm going to go with 1 more cup. So I end up using 12 cups of popcorn instead of 10. You could add more or less if you like. The recipe calls for 10. But I think 12 is just fine. All coated, really good. All right, I'm gonna set that aside and get my pan. Yeah, you're gonna most likely need 2 pans because you want to layer this in a single layer. So we'll get one layered, put that one in the oven. And I usually just set the timer for 15 minutes and then I'll turn it. Once it's cooled and it dries, it can be sealed, placed in like a airtight container, and it lasts quite a long time, but it probably won't last long at your house because it tastes super good. But you can store it. Again, if you want to add peanuts to this, which I normally do, I thought I had some, but I didn't this time. It's wonderful with peanuts, and still drizzling that chocolate on top of the popcorn with the peanuts. So delicious. All right, we're going to get this first batch in the oven. And set the timer for 15 minutes while we get the other platter ready. We just about got this pan filled. I've got little poodles watching me here. They're hoping that I'm going to drop some on the floor, but I'm not. Here we go. Get this in a single layer. Okay, and we're going to get this in the oven. Let's see, our first one has been in there 3 minutes so far. So we're just 3 minutes behind on this one. So we're just flipping it over now. This is our second pan that just came out. And then we'll pop it back in for 15 minutes. There we go. So our caramel corn is out of the oven now. It baked at 250 degrees for 1 hour, and I turned it over every 15 minutes. So it is just going to cool. I probably will only do one of the trays chocolate with some chocolate drizzle on it. It is going to be so yummy, and I'll let you see what that looks like. But we're going to let this cool for about 30 to 45 minutes, and then we're going to get started with the chocolate.